welcome back to JC Motive Garage. So after I did the throttle body and everything like that, where the engine temperature is not getting up to operating temperature, and I can tell that everything is working in the engine, but you still have heat. So we're going to replace the ETC, which is the engine control or engine temperature control module in the engine. So let's do that and let's see if it actually fixes it. So let's do it, and I'll show you where it's at and what to use and everything like that. So all right, so the ETC is the engine temperature control module. It's just a little sensor, and it sits right down there underneath the EGR valve right there. So we're gonna have to get this out, this intake out. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll show you what it is and we'll take it out. So all right, so now that I got the intake off and all that right here, you're actually going to see it right down here, right there. So it's a 13mm socket deep wall. You take out the little sensor here. We're going to take that out, and a little bit of coolant's going to come out, but we're going to try to replace it real quick, and we'll get that back in there. We'll plug it up, and then we'll start the car, and we'll see it actually gets up to operating temperature. So let's do that now. So I got the plug off and we checked it out, and we seen right here that it's actually spliced. I don't know why he spliced that, but we're gonna have to check it out after we get it on there to see if it's actually working right. I might have to check the voltage coming to here, but that looks all right, and the plug looks okay. So let's get this out of here and let's see what it looks like. Let's replace it, and then we'll do that. So you got your 13mm socket deep wall, just goes on there just like this, just like that. You can see that it's on there, and then just loosen it up. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna get this off here because I gotta get the other one in real quick because it's gonna be coolant leaking from there. So here, go ahead and hold that right here. Come over on this side. Get this out here. It's pretty cooled down, so it shouldn't be too bad. Once I get this out, we'll see how bad it is. Once we get it out of here, should be loosened enough where I can get my hand on here and get this out. Yeah, there's coolant dripping from it. Let's get the new one in here. Let's tighten this up here. You don't want to get coolant on the inside of that sensor there. I'm gonna get that on there like that. So now let's tighten this up. Online it says the mechanic charges like an hour and a half to do this, and it's been less than like 2 minutes, and I've already had this thing off and back on there again. Just make sure that it's tight, make sure it's not leaking. You don't want to over tighten it. So there you go, there's the new one on there. So new one's on there. We're gonna plug it up, and then we're gonna actually see how this let's see if this works. All right, it should be good now. It's on there. All right, you got the keys. No. Let's put this plug back on there just so we can get it clipped right. This little clip went on the back side of that. All right, we'll put this on. I'll figure it out how to get this on here. Might have to figure out which way this goes. Might go like this. Oh my gosh. The wires go down, so you want you want the plug to be like this, and just cover it up because it's gonna get heat. There we go, got it on there. So we're gonna get ready and start this up, and we're gonna see if the temperature is actually a lot better than what it was. So let's put the air intake back on and get this all buttoned back up, and then we'll start it up. So we'll be right back. All right, so we got the coolant temperature sensor replaced. We got it all tightened up and everything. So we're gonna see if the temperature is actually comes up to past a quarter to where it usually is. So I'm try to get this to focus a little bit. Let's turn it on. I don't know why this is not. Why is it not focusing? There we go. So no check engine light. Nope, no check engine light. We're good. So we're gonna see if this actually comes up temperature. It was actually cold after we got done driving it, so I'll have to let it set here for a minute and see. See if the RPMs go down after it gets warmed up. Alright, well, we're gonna let this warm up a little bit, and then we'll be right back and let you know if the temperature goes up. So we'll be right back. Alright, it's warming up a little bit, still at a quarter. Probably still really cold. Yeah, it's still really cold. Check the radiator. Yeah, it's actually getting really warm, so we're gonna go for a drive real quick, and then we're gonna see if I actually get it up to operating temperature. So let's go for a ride, and then we'll be right back. But I got a new clip for the air box right here, so we got this in here now. It's not moving, it's not rattling anymore, so that's good. So that's done. So yeah, hopefully this is it for the engine. We can start working on it. We got the paint already ordered. Should be here this week. We'll start sanding it down and fixing some of the spots on it. And we'll do that. We got some brakes. And we got a new radio today. So we're going to be doing that soon. So stay tuned for an upcoming video on all that. But let's go for a drive real quick, and we'll see if we can get this up to operating temperature and see if it fixes the problem. So I'll show you real quick the old one right up here where I set the hood. You can take the old one out here. This is the old one that we just pulled out here, and you can tell it's discolored a little bit. And right inside here. So yeah, it needed to be changed. It's 2001, it's probably factory. So let's see if we're actually getting the coolant temperature coming up, so that where that's spliced up is not our problem. So I'm thinking this is probably our problem. So let's go for a drive, and then we'll see if we can get it up, and we'll be right back. All right, so temperature went up to about a quarter now, so that's good. That's about right where it is when we're driving it, and it's not going up from there. It did it a little bit when I did the sea foam, so we're gonna drive it, and then we'll be right back and let you know. All right, so we went and drove the car, and we got it up to about a quarter, and it's still not coming up to temperature. We replaced the ETC, which is the engine temperature control, and it's still about a quarter, and it's not getting any warmer than that. But what we found out was this side of the radiator right here is really hot, and that's your upper radiator hose. It goes right into the engine. Over here, this side of the radiator is cold. It's a little warm, but it's pretty much cold. I can touch it, and I'm touching it right now, and I'm not burning my hands. And this lower radiator hose right down here, the lower radiator hose runs right here to the engine and runs right down here to the thermostat. I can touch it, and I'm holding my hand on it, and it's not hot at all. It's warm, but it's not hot. This one over here is a lot hotter. See, I'm actually touching it, and now it's actually really hot. So what I'm thinking is, and right here, the coolant, when we went to take this off, there was a little bit of pressure, but not a lot. And it's still at the cold level. So that's got me thinking that it's probably the thermostat. And right down there where this hose goes in right in here, I'll give you a little better view of it once we get this intake off, but there's a bolt here, and there's a bolt here right where this lower radiator hose goes into the engine. And yeah, it's warm, but it's not as warm as what it should be. So we're gonna have to go get a thermostat. We'll take that one off there, and then we'll do a video on that. But I'm gonna call O'Reilly's, see if they have one, and if they have one, then we'll be back and we'll do this video. But if not, we'll order it, and then when it comes in, we'll resume this video. So that's what I think it is. What do you think?
I think so.
I think that's because after changing that and it's still the same, I think it need to be changed regardless. Some of these only $15, so yeah. I think we should just leave it in there, just so it's done. And when somebody buys the car, we can be like, you know, it's got a brand new thermostat. You know, we'll have a brand new thermostat, but I'll have a brand new temperature control module too. So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's got a new battery. It's got new spark plugs. They did the seafoam. It's got a new PCV valve. It's got a new belt. It's got a new oil pan gasket. And it's running really good besides this. So, well, let me call up there, and then I'll let you know if they have one. And if not, then we'll resume this video when they have one back. But I'll let you guys know. All right, so I called the auto parts store and they had to order it, and they'll be here in about an hour and a half. So we'll go pick that up, and as soon as we go pick that up, we'll put the thermostat in, and we'll flush coolant out of the radiator. It's got a brand new radiator, so might not have to, but we'll get some coolant, we'll fill it up, and then we'll drive it and see if that fixes the problem with the coolant temp. So we'll be back when we have the part, and we'll install it. All right, well, it's the next day. We were working on the Saturn. We replaced the ETC. The engine temperature control seemed to work a little bit better, but we're not getting any coolant inside the one side of the radiator. So the lower radiator hose is really cold. It's warm, but it's cold. The upper radiator hose is hot, so I'm thinking it's the thermostat. So we're gonna have to take off this lower radiator hose, the neck that goes to the engine block. All right, so we're gonna have to take off this air box right here, sort of take this out. We got this clip yesterday to hold this in place. It's really good. It's holding in place now, so we got that yesterday. We're gonna take this off so I can get underneath here. So I'll kind of show you a little bit. I don't know if you can see the lower radiator hose right there. It goes right down there into the little neck, and that's right down there. So let's get this off of here, and then I can show you what we're looking at. All right, so now that we got this off of here, got this little plug out of here, so we got this out. So I'm gonna take this out real quick, and I can show you. I can actually get in there. You can actually see a little bit better. So right down there, you can see that there's right there. So right down here, there's a bolt there, and then there's a bolt on the other side, and it's a little neck that bolts into the throttle, the engine right there. So I'm gonna have to get that bolt out, and then get the other bolt out. We're gonna have to drain the hose a little bit. So we're gonna have to jack it up and get that. So so all we need is the thermostat. And there we go. We got one. So let's put it in. All right, so we got the car jacked up, and so I'm gonna have to get this lower radiator hose off right here. So I'm gonna take this off right here, this little hose right here, and then there's the one bolt right there. There's one bolt right there, and there's another one on the other side. So we're gonna have to get this off, drain this coolant out of here, and then I'll get this off, and then we'll replace it, and we'll see what it looks like. So let's do that, and then I'll be right back. All right, so we got the hose off of here, the low radiator hose. We got the one bolt off. It's really loose. So let's get ready and take this other bolt out, and then we'll pull it out of here. See if we can get this. It wasn't too bad trying to get this off of here. It was just the one evap hose that runs down by that lower radiator coolant hose. That was really the hardest part, trying to get this out of here. But we get this last bolt out of here, and then we'll pull this out. Doesn't have any RTV on it. It just has a an O-ring. So let's get ready and pull this out of here and see what it looks like. Okay, where's the O-ring? Probably still in there. To get it out. Well, that's the old one. Now we just got to get this last get this O-ring out of here. Right here. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty seated. Let's check that out real quick. I got some green coolant coming out because the coolant was just done not too long ago. What did it say on here where the coolant was done in the radiator? How long ago? It's right over here. You can read it. 5.0. I think that's a 5. So 50,000 miles. 50,000 miles? Yeah. Let's get ready and let's put this one in here. So this is the right temperature for it. Looks like it might be different. Looks like they might put something else in here. I don't know. Look at the difference between the This might be a hotter temperature. Does it look like it? Looks like it's thicker. A lower temperature. This one's a lower temperature. Or lower temperature. Yeah, because it's actually thicker than this, and the springs are actually smaller. So yeah, this is probably the right temperature for it to get the engine hot to open it up. You can see the valve is different too. So let's put this one in and we'll get this bolted up, and then we'll get the coolant in there. So we'll put the O-ring just like that, seated in there. So you don't need no RTV or anything because you got the O-ring. So this has got the little up arrow, so it shows you up. This goes up. It doesn't go like that. So we'll get ready and put this in. All right, so we got everything tightened down. Lower radiator hose is tightened down. Everything's good. There's the coolant right here. See, the coolant was green, so that's a good sign that everything was good. So we got that done. We're gonna spray off the driveway real quick and get that cleaned up. So let's get it filled up, and then we'll start it up and we'll take it for a drive, and we'll see if that fixes her problem. So let's do it. All right, so we started putting some coolant in. We're letting that coolant drain down there. We got our funnel, and we got some press stones. We're gonna use the rest of this, and then we're gonna pour that into here once we get it done. We're gonna get ready, and let me make sure this is off of here. All right, go ahead and start it up, and then I'll add some more coolant here. So start it up real quick. Got some green coolant for you, little girl. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Let's fill this up, and then pop it off to get it all done here. Fill this thing up. Use the rest of that. Alright, so we got the coolant in there. Got some air bubbles coming up. That's good. It means it's circulating. Don't have any leaks. That's good. No leaks down there. Nope. Good. So let this run. We got the heat full blast. So we're gonna let this run for a minute. Let's check the temperature real quick and see what this at. See if it's actually going up. It's actually going up some, so that's good. Heat's on. So we're just waiting for this thermostat to open up, and as soon as it opens up, we should be good. It should go up to operating temperature. So we're gonna let this run for a minute, and then we'll be right back and let you know if it's working. Well, we just got the thermostat to open up, and you can see we're at operating temperature, and it wasn't going past a quarter. So we got really hot heat. Heat's really hot. Let's check it out and see. Make sure. Oh yes, that's good. We actually got the thermostat to open. The lower radiator hose is hot. The upper radiator hose is hot. We got pressure now. So I think we're good. I think we fixed this issue. Still got a little high rev. We're gonna have to figure that out. I thought we fixed it from the throttle body and doing that, but might be TPS sensor. I don't know if throw a scanner on it and see what it is, but we got that fixed. So let's head back to the house. All right, so we fixed the coolant issue on the Saturn. We were driving it back and the coolant level went down, so we filled it back up. I got hot heat now. It wasn't really that hot. Lower radiator hose is hot now. Upper radiator hose is hot. Everything's good. Heater core is open. Coolant circulating, so we did that. We got the ETC fixed, engine temperature control. We did that, and coolant issues fixed on the Saturn. And we figured out the high rev. It was the throttle body in that, but it was actually a hose that actually had a hole in it. So we had to fix the vacuum leak. But other than that, you can see, I'll start it up real quick. You can see that the idle's fixed on this. So temperature's almost there. We had to put some coolant in it, so it cooled it down a little bit. But it's almost there. It wouldn't go past a quarter, underneath the quarter. Got hot heat. The idling's good. So we got that done. All right, so as you can see that the temperature's good. We got hot heat. Temperature's almost hot, operating temperature, so that's good. So we ordered some paint. Paint will be here Monday, so we're gonna do some body work, and we gotta take off the rear quarter panels. We gotta fix the leak. So we already started doing that a little bit. So I fixed it a little bit, but it needs to be taken off and cleaned all up and silicone back there and fixed all the where the welds go. That's probably what it is, where they're welded back there. But other than that, I mean, the car's running good. Got the idle fixed. All right, so if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, like. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at JC Motor Garage. Give us a thumbs up, because the more likes I get, like I said earlier, and the more likes I get, the more YouTube shows my video, and the more viewers I get, and more subscribers I get. So just do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Just real quick, hit that thumbs up button, send me a comment. And we'll see you next time on JC Motor Garage. Thanks for watching.